Can't believe I hit my ball into the trees again. Where is my ball at? Ah, here we go. I got it, guys. Thank you. This looks pretty easy. A little low punch back into the fairway. With a chance at making par. Should be pretty simple. Just got to keep it low. So I'm going to put that ball position back, hands forward, weight forward. Oh! Wow! Why does that always happen? Does that look and sound familiar to you? This week's quick tip: how to put your ball back in play with one simple setup adjustment. So I'm sure we've all experienced that a time or two. You know, it's frustrating. Hit our tee shot into the trees. Now we're just trying to put ourselves back into play, back into the fairway, and we hit another tree, and we're deeper into trouble. And as you can see on this shot, I was aiming for a gap about right in here, fairly wide gap, and I'm trying to keep the ball low so it doesn't jump up into the tree limbs. Now, when you're in trouble and you start to see yourself having to control your trajectory to put yourself back into play, it's very important that we take into consideration where we're aiming. So for a right-handed golfer, it's very common to hit trouble, or to hit even more trouble, to the right of us when we're trying to control trajectory. Basically, why is that? Well, whenever you start to place the golf ball farther back in your stance to help lower the trajectory, the golf ball is always going to shoot off more to the right. And the reason for that is because, you know, the golf swing is like a hula hoop, right? So from this point, when I place the golf ball back, farther back in my stance, I'm catching the golf ball as the club is coming down. I'm catching it as the actual club is traveling to the right, and also the club face is pointed to the right at this point in the swing arc. So if the club face is pointed to the right and the club path is moving to the right, you can pretty much bet on that golf ball is going to launch to the right. So the simple setup adjustment that we need to make when we're trying to place ourselves back into play and we're trying to keep the ball low, control that trajectory, is we need to aim farther to the left than you think, because the golf ball is always going to launch to the right. Okay, so next time you're in trouble and you're trying to lower the trajectory, you're putting the ball back in your stance, make sure you make the adjustment of aiming to the left, and you're going to see yourself back into play and saving a lot of strokes.